Some may say that The Notebook is just a typical love story, but to me it's one of the most true and honest love stories in a very long time. The scenes that they shoot in it are just like unbelievable, just honestly make you want to fall in love. This beginning scene here I think is probably one of the most important, and a lot of people just fast forward through it because it's just scenes of like the sun setting and birds, but the music in it just sets the mood and just tells you that this is going to be an honest and true love story. And I think it just sets the mood for the entire movie.
Important thing in common. They were crazy about each other.
Now I know it's typical for every love story to have this scene of meeting each other, falling in love, but this first scene here just shows them truly falling in love, a summer love, and then it's just unbelievable of the craziness they are over each other.
After that night, Allie and Noah spent every waking hour together. And soon, they were inseparable.
These scenes here set the mood for what's coming next in the movie. They get separated, but then 7 years later, Allie comes back to see Noah. And when he comes back, right here, you see the beginning of him trying to win her back. And at the moment, she's engaged, but he's determined not to lose her twice. And the fact that they've put the setting of this movie and just look at that environment, like that is the most beautiful thing I have ever seen. And this scenery in the movie is just unbelievable. And just the fact that he's taken her here and she's just smiling away, this whole scene here just shows you them falling in love again.
Do you want to feed him?
Yeah. What are they all doing here?
I don't know. They're supposed to migrate to Guatemala Sound.
They won't stay here?
No. They'll go back where they came from.
Why didn't you write me? Why?
That quote right there is kind of an insight because he says they'll come back where they come from, which is a lot like Allie. Allie's come back to Noah and he's trying to make the point that you always go back to what you love. And he's trying to tell her that you've come back for a reason and I want you to stay. Which I think is a really cool, like, hidden quote that Noah says, but Allie doesn't really catch it. This next scene is when they get off the boat, and you can truly see in this next scene them just like falling in love again, and they've just realized that they need each other.
And you really... Why didn't you write me? Why? It wasn't over for me. I waited for you for 7 years. Now it's too late.
I wrote you 365 letters. I wrote you every day for a year.
You wrote me?
Yes. It wasn't over. It still isn't over.
Now the movie here goes into a slight transition. The scene you saw before was them falling in love again and realizing that it's not over and that she came back and she's supposed to stay. And they've spent like a few days together, but now she realizes she needs to go back to her husband. And so they're sitting there arguing and he's going, "You can't leave. You've come back for a reason." And it's just typical that Allie's always trying to run and Noah's always trying to get her to stay. So I think this scene here of them fighting is a really main scene, because he's sitting here saying that's the point of love. We're supposed to fight. We're supposed to be crazy over each other. But the whole point of it is that we're in love, and we're supposed to be in love, and we're meant to be in love. Here Noah's telling her that stop thinking about everyone else, but rather just think about yourself. And here it's like, this is how it ends, and you always wonder, like, do they end up together, do they not? So then what comes next is the ending scene, and this ending scene is something nobody ever expects. And it's just them in the hospital bed together dying. And this has the most unbelievable meaning behind it, because them dying together means that they really were meant to be together the whole entire time.